Today we're going to make a traditional bolognese, but it's a meat bolognese. You don't have to make a meat bolognese, you could make a vegetable bolognese. It's just as yummy, you just got to season it well. I've used beef mince, but again, you could use lamb mince, all right? Okay, so the golden rule always before we start doing any kind of cooking, eating, prepping, anything to do with food, we always wash our hands. Remember, guys, if you touch raw meat, never put it near your face or in your mouth, and always wash your hands afterwards. So a good hand wash, put on an apron, make sure all the surfaces are lovely and clean and wiped down. You'll see here that I've prepped everything. So as I say, this is mince and this is beef mince, all right? I've got a selection of, I've got some yellow pepper here, red pepper, you could use green pepper. I've got some mushrooms. I've grated some carrots. It's good about your 5 a day. You could also use celery if you like to add celery. And I've got some fresh herbs. Now this bolognese could also be the basis for a lasagna, all right? This is a new lasagna, which is actually, these sheets are made from lentils, which is quite different. Or your bolognese could be part of a spaghetti bolognese. Really simple, nothing really complicated. The main thing is the chopping up. In this pan here, you'll see I've got some red onion. Again, you could use spring onion. You could use just a normal onion, or you don't actually have to use onion. You could also use leek. It's nice. Okay, so all I'm going to do is put in the peppers. Again, you could have the mixed peppers, lots and lots of lovely colours. I'm going to put everything in there. I'm going to cook that down and make sure everything has a lovely colour to it. The only thing I'm not going to add right now, I'm going to add this at the end, is the fresh herbs. The only reason I'm leaving the fresh herbs is that they're delicate and they will fall apart and probably overcook. So I get to that stage. In that pan, I've just put a tiny, tiny bit of oil, just vegetable oil. It doesn't need a lot of oil because there will be some fat coming out from the meat. All right. Again, with your seasonings, you can season it any way you like. If you're spicy, you can use some paprika. There's some turmeric. There's a bit of nutmeg. I like nutmeg, particularly with my mushrooms. I've got some cracked pepper there. The nice thing about a bolognese is that you cook it for quite a while, so you can always taste it and see how it's going, and always add more seasonings if you would like. So once that has cooked down and is not coloured, but is just cooked down, you're going to add the meat. You add the meat and you make sure that the meat cooks and that you can't see any red in the meat. And then once you get to that stage, then you can add some chopped tomatoes. You can add all sorts of different kinds of tomatoes. You can even use just some tomato juice, okay? Now, a good bolognese will cook for anything from about 1 hour to even 2 hours. I mean, if it simmers away, you don't want it on a high heat, you just want it bubbling away. So I'll pop that meat in just so you can see it. And then once that meat has no red colour to it, I'll add the tomato, I will season it again, and then I will make sure that it has enough moisture in it. So you might want to add a bit more tomato as the cooking time continues. Anyway, that's literally it. And then probably about 5-10 minutes before serving it or making it up as a dish, you want to add your fresh herbs. So after about an hour, or maybe 2 hours, your bolognese will look like this. And then, like I say, you could make it into a spaghetti bolognese. You could add it with any kind of pasta you want, or you could make it into a lasagna. So there you have it. Simple, delicious meat bolognese. Enjoy.